Hey, what's up, guys? I hope everything is going well. Today, I'm talking about something that I really believe you should know. I think it's something that we sometimes miss, and we think, success in business and in life is just going to come, and we just need to work really hard. Now, you can work really hard, but you might not get it. All right. And the reason why I say you might not get it is even if you are successful in this venture that you set out to be in and you make billions of dollars, right? Would you still say that that's success? Is that success? Is that being, successful? Or do you think it's a balance of, love and success? I mean, the same thing is for, the other side of the spectrum where if you just have love, which is great, but you have no money, no drive, no career, no purpose, it could potentially be damaging for the relationship because you're going to start fights. You're going to, you're going to definitely bump heads when it comes to the financial, status of the relationship. All right. Now, I'm not saying it's in every case. I'm working on percentages here, but I believe, and this is why I want to make this video, I believe that love, and when I say love, I'm talking about the relationship, the wife, the partner, the person that is literally with you every morning that you wake up and every night that you go to bed. Family member and things like that, that's also love, but it's a different type of love. It's almost like a familiarity. Obviously, if you spend 40 years with someone, or 30 years, 20 years, you get familiar and, that love obviously grows and it's a different type. But I'm talking about relationship love, like really falling in love and romanticizing about your life together, And that is why I feel like love and success together it's like an atom bomb, honestly. When I was single, you have this drive. As a man, you have this drive to get things, money, car, house, especially money. It was the main thing because you knew that if you had cash, if you had some sort of wealth, you could attract a very beautiful lady. And, this is true today still. Not that, women are bought by and that they are superficial and they just need money. But as a man, you feel that is what you need. All right. That is something that it's almost like the only thing you can do. You don't have any other. You're single. You don't know what to do. So, OK, let's try and build myself up and get as much money as I possibly can and hopefully attract a female, not necessarily with the money, but, money will get you to have more confidence, because that's also a thing that you lack when you don't have money or when you don't have a purpose and a career. When you have something, you speak with authority, what you say, you do, you have discipline. There's so many values and standards and attributes that you can give to the relationship. So you have that confidence and females then latch onto that. Okay. So when I was single, I used to do these things and dream these dreams so that I can eventually get the woman of my dreams. And now, a week, basically 2 or 3 weeks from my own wedding, which is absolutely amazing. I'm so excited. And I have a different but same view or viewpoint from what the goal is. And instead of now chasing her, because technically, and she's going to kill me for this, but I caught her, right? She's mine. We're going to get married and we will be spending the rest of our lives together and nothing's going to change that, right? We love each other. That's the thing. That's why we get married, to promise that to each other. But we all know that, people say marriage is a lot of work and, you need to put in a lot of work. And to keep that partner of yours, I, her, and she, me, keep them happy. But when it comes to love and success, this is what you want. This is what you want to happen. Because it's not going to happen all the time. But if it's real love, then this is what's going to happen. So what she does indirectly to me, and what your partner should do indirectly to you. The same way we didn't have a partner or anyone when we were single, and you were chasing these dreams and opportunities and things because, you were chasing, you wanting to, get her attention or someone's attention. Now that you have the person, you have the partner, you have love in your life, now the same thing is almost multiplied, because now you have that person and you want to succeed even more. They build you up unconsciously, subconsciously, not unconscious, otherwise we'll be unconscious. Subconsciously, they build you up by just being in your life, because you want to protect them. You want to, be successful, give them even more than what you already have, And this is a type of drive that I honestly can't explain to you, but love is probably the best drive that you can ever have. Sometimes when things are going bad in my own life, I think about my family, for instance. My parents are not the wealthiest people in the world, even though I feel like they are, because, they've been married for over 40 years. And, that alone speaks of riches that not a lot of people can afford. But when it comes to financial wealth, potentially they've made a few mistakes in their life and they are not, millionaires. So I would think when I make mistakes and, when I have troubled times and financially things are not happening, or success in business is low and slow, I always think about them. And I think about, my future wife that I'm going to marry in 3 weeks. And I think I don't want them to ever say that I didn't try my best, that I didn't push until the last bit. I mean, it's honestly embarrassing to know that, you did something, but then you stopped and you quit. I wouldn't want to come home, because you'd come home with the tail between your legs. And that is a horrible feeling. Honestly, I've seen guys on the streets here in Cape Town, and they would ask you, like, "Hey, buddy, can you get me some bread and some milk and some cash, just something, please help me." And I would, let them in, and I would say, like, "Okay, sure, just, get a few things that you want, and I'll pay for it." And then we strike up a conversation, and, and more than once, different people, they have said that they actually have a family in Joburg, a different state or city in South Africa, or Durban, some even in Bloemfontein. And they would say, like, they have a family. Some have wives, some have, like a mother and a father waiting for them, or that are there, but they are too embarrassed to go home. They would rather sit here and rot than to go home and tell them, "Listen, sorry guys, I failed." Now, number one is, you shouldn't do that. You should always go back to your family, because they love you regardless, okay? That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that the drive that you have, those people, without them knowing it, they've got a lot of drive to be in the streets and, like, push really hard regardless of their circumstances, knowing that they could easily just go home. But they are too proud to do that. And you can say it's too proud, but there's a drive there. There's an underlining drive that is so powerful. Now, if you can tap into that when you maybe, because they don't have a lot of opportunities at the moment, but if you have opportunities, let's say you have a business venture, you have money to invest in something, but you're too afraid to take the risk. You can go to the gym anytime to, better yourself and upgrade your body. All of those things, you have so many opportunities. If you can tap into that drive of, I don't want to disappoint them, I don't want to disappoint myself, I don't want that feeling of, not making it, embarrassment, you're going to fucking pull through, mate. You're going to do it. You're going to go all the way. And I want you to know this, because I'm telling you, love is a crazy thing. Love is a crazy thing. Like, I love Sophie so much that I would do anything, even if it has to be borderline illegal. And I'm not talking about, going to prison illegal. I'm talking about, little white lies. Maybe, I don't know. I can't even say what it is, but I just know that I would go to the ends of the earth to make sure that she's happy and that she's comfortable and that, those type of things. But of course, in all fairness, like, I'll do it according to the book as far as I possibly can. But the point is, you would jump in front of a grenade to save someone, a loved one, You would just jump on the grenade. There was this thing, I was actually hiking in Hong Kong and I saw this soldier that actually risked his own life. He's a hero now. There was a grenade and there were 50 guys there and he jumped on the grenade, obviously blew him to pieces. But that was a heroic move that he did because he saved 50. All 50 would have been dead, but he saved them. So what I'm saying is that's true love. That's crazy drive. So if you could do that, if you could tap into that type of love and feeling and, that you want to protect and provide and guide and teach and respect, being loyal, all the good attributes, you can do it. I'm telling you, you can reach the top of the top because that drive is like fuel. Imagine pouring fuel, which is love, into your engine, which is your body and your heart and your drive and imagine that. I mean, I can be honest. It's driven me up until now. Love has driven me, and of course, you can go even further and say, the love of God. He literally gave his only son to die for our sins. I mean, if that isn't love, then I don't know. So, think about it. Whenever you have business venture and things like that, just know that, if you're single at the moment or you fucking around and you going to clubs and, messing around thinking that that's where you're going to find networks for your business, or maybe you're sitting at home and you're watching pornography and playing games the whole time, you don't have any drive, anything to do. Trust me, mate. Find something to do. Work on yourself first. Work on yourself first, so that you will basically shine through and like a little light, which will then attract female attention and women, or I'm obviously talking to males, but could attract your partner. And once you have that, once you experience that love, it's going to drive you. And you don't have to necessarily have someone yet to do that, because I know for a fact that there is literally a lid for every pot in this world. So your partner will come. He or she will be in your life eventually. So might as well work really hard to give them the best life that you possibly can, even though you don't have them yet. Because that's what I still do. I'm trying to get a massive, insane, beautiful life for my kids that haven't even been born. And that's love. So connect love with success. Oh, there goes what's happening here? There we go. No. Anyway, it's blurring. I'm not sure why, but if you like this video, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. I hope this video helped. Thank you so much, guys. Cheers.